My name is Xande Ribeiro. I'm a Jiu-Jitsu Hall of Fame, 7-time world champion, business owner, leader of one of the biggest teams, Six Blades. And one thing that I always had in mind is to create something and teach Jiu-Jitsu, but find a way to do something that doesn't take me away from what I love the most, which is being on the mat. So I think like every champion, you start with a passion project, right? We think that owning a school and teaching class, it's what's gonna give you the edge, but that couldn't be far from the truth, far from what was special about being a champion, which is be able to be inspired, be on the mat and talk to people. And definitely after a couple years, there is something super serious in our case, it's called a burnout. It's beautiful to say I run a business, but definitely the everyday little things that what it takes for that's a big problem. If you're being a champion, you know, and have world titles would equals to students, my brother, you're far from wrong. So throughout the years, like I said, I always had a mantra that I hope I can build something that doesn't move me away from my passion. You know, can still have the project, you know, but make sure my passion doesn't fade away. And some days are very struggling. Sometimes on a Sunday, when you're supposed to be resting for competition, or when you're supposed to be creative, you're thinking about what post you're gonna make. You're thinking about the email you didn't answer. So it's very difficult to run this, you know, because as black belts, we have huge egos, right? We think we can do everything because we're resilient. But what is resilience on the wrong button? The most important thing, one of the most important things is your product, which means your ability to have the customer service and to teach a great class. Now, you teach a bad class, now you blame the lack of loyalty on the students, and then you don't have time for your family. So I think those things really catch up to me. That's when the Flow Institute project came about. You know, that was something that the team came and say, we're gonna build something that will take all the load from you. And the time has come. TFI came and it's a beautiful work. It's not just taking that part away from a guy like me, but also give me the tools to keep evolving. You know, it's the leadership, it's the mindset, it's understand the systems. They're super simple, you know, but also not just that, but definitely one thing that we never think about is the alignment of values. You know, for us, having the best experience, the most welcoming environment is what we do every day. Not just to the students itself, but also within the team. Everybody thinks it's the owner and the student, you know, but there's a big gap that makes a big difference, you know. A lot of times when I get a white belt, I tell them, hey, are you ready to deal with me for the rest of your life? But what allows me to do that is have a team that are aligned with the same mission, because we practice among each other, you know, care, the professionalism, being on time, the leadership, the mindset, and that transfer to the students because they feel the difference. And since working with TFI, all of our schools are just a different ballgame. You know, everybody's happy. Every single victory is a team victory, and that's the thing what Jiu-Jitsu is about. And as much as we work together. As much as I've seen the similarities between, you know, Jiu-Jitsu on the mat and in the business that I was never able to see, but the only reason I can see is because I have a team that we know the direction we're gonna go, and we align with our values, you know. Just an example, I teach an arm lock. It's a task. It's gonna fail. Well, sometimes we run a campaign and fails or not, but it's a trial. You know, as long as it's a true effort, there's no failing, there's learning. And I think we learn from that feedback. And definitely TFI, it's a professional, caring company that took every single thing that I thought I knew about business. And I think it's the same thing when people look at my Jiu-Jitsu, that's so simple, but it isn't. You know, we think we get it, but we don't. It needs hours and hours and hours of failing, trying, renewing, replicating, and doing it again. And now I have time to train, I have time to coach, I have time for my family, because everybody also likes to say the Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle. But what's a Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle? You stay in your gym from 6 to 10 o'clock and you think this is a life? No, it isn't. You know, I've been there, I've done that. And definitely gave me a lot of resilience, but also gave me a lot of headache. And definitely not just that, but delivering a product that's original, authentic, and is the true concept of martial arts.